Hi, I'm Adriana and you're watching the Spiritual Awakening with Adriana channel. Today's topic is, are there coincidences? And I think that most of you probably know that there are coincidences and there are synchronicities, and there are lots of things that happen right at the time when they should be happening, and we do recognize it. There is intuition, definitely. You can have this gut feeling, and you can sometimes have this feeling that something is going to happen and then it really happens. So there are lots of things that really you cannot explain by ordinary means of scientific research. There are lots of things that can really be recognized only with your soul or your heart, or just from within. And the reason why I say that, why I said this question, why from this question, like, are there coincidences, is that when we are talking about coincidences, we can say that maybe there aren't coincidences. Let me explain what I mean under that. So in Star Trek Voyager, and I will be filming this video very soon, there is one episode where foreign life form enters the ship and is talking to Captain Janeway and her crew by strange means. And Captain Janeway is in fact the first that recognizes that this being might be talking to them. So I'm writing in fact a novel where my main hero will be going through some spooky stuff, and this is why my imagination has really taken me to some places where I have never thought about before. And maybe this is not about spiritual awakening as much. It is more about how can we think about the world around us in different ways, and how can we see that there might really be a bigger plan, and that this plan might really be a plan. So if we are talking about this Star Trek Voyager episode, this being is trying to communicate through various means. So basically, if there is a divine dimension, if there is dimension where we go at one point of our evolution, and it might be that this point of our evolution does not happen at death. We might be going through many lives. So basically, just offing yourself will not work. Please don't do that. But what if this divine plan is talking to us all the time and trying to give us clues? When Carl Jung discovered synchronicities, when he realized that there might be something going on, he was talking to a client and he was talking about Egypt, and then there was this Egyptian scarabée insect on his desk. This that was never seen like in Vienna before, and he realized, okay, something spooky is going on, and there is definitely. So we might be asking ourselves, not are there synchronicities, but what are synchronicities there for? And having this talking about spirituality, we might be even talking about not so much spirituality, because it really has this connotation that there is something called spirit. But spirituality might also be viewed as the ability to recognize the divine around us, and the ability to hear and see what the divine is trying to tell us. because when one of the very interesting things that I read a lot about is the concept of being in the zone, and we have all experienced that. You start working on something and then you just at one point forget what time is it, how long is it taking, and everything just becomes seamless. You just feel like you're in the zone. You are like invincible. You can just you need to work on something that is very dull and very stupid and you normally hate it, but all of a sudden it becomes something more. So when we are talking about the divine, when we are talking about this potential that we might not be living just in this biological 3D, like this dense, low vibration earth space, we can say that maybe synchronicities and having this spiritual gift is just your ability to hear and to see and to feel something that is coming from beyond. And try to meditate on that. Try to meditate. I like to meditate on some thoughts, and I do it in a way that I close my eyes and I try to think about. Usually, I try to visualize something that reminds me of the thing that I want to meditate on. So when you look at those sea creatures, jellyfish, in the background, do you notice how they change constantly? And this is basically what synchronicities are all about. Synchronicities and having your life in the zone, having your life move through the waves of beauty and through the waves of being happy and fulfilled is something that can be reached only if you allow it to reach you. So this is also where I believe that synchronicities are really not synchronicities, but some message from the divine, or some message from some other form of life, like Captain Janeway realized. And those messages might be coming to you in various means, and the ultimate goal is just to be yourself. The ultimate goal is to work constantly to better yourself and just allow life and divine plan and synchronicities and coincidences and everything that is going on around you to be the source of your joy. So I hope that I made at least some sense, because this is a very difficult topic. It is hard to put into words something that is beyond words. I'm working on my novel, and you'll be reading about my hero. The book is sort of a spiritual sci-fi, and he is an amazing guy that slowly starts to realize that there is something more going on. So are there synchronicities? Are there coincidences? There are, but maybe there are not what they seem to be. Live your life like this jellyfish. Just float around, have fun, do not worry about anything, be worry free. Love your life, love everybody around you, return to the nature, have a pet, and enjoy your life. Thank you so much. I'll be talking again very soon. Thank you so much. Bye.